You are here because the outside world rejects you.
Okay, so I thought I'd do a little bit of a corn snake update. I've got some sad news, but we're going to save that for the end of the video. We're going to start it off with this beautiful, this is a strawberry snow. It's definitely a snow. I think he said it was strawberry in the mix. Definitely has a lot of pink, more of a salmon really. It's a little bit washed out. Let me see if I can't turn down the light a little bit. No, stay in focus. Let's back you out. Yeah, so I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, it's very, very good feeding response from this little girl here. Again, has a yellow coming up, but as it's getting older, actually I'm kind of liking that look a little bit more than I initially thought that I would. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how this little girl is turning out. Her colors are just popping. Couldn't yeah, that's too far down. Eating pretty strong. Probably going to be bumping up the food here a little bit on her to the next size up. So that'll be fun. That'll help put some size on her as well. I don't want to, you know, overfeed and power feed her, but you know, I want to make certain that we keep a good, healthy growth going on her. But a very stunning snake nonetheless. So here we have another white looking corn snake, but this one has a different look. Now if you remember, this was sold to me as a snow, which I knew it wasn't a snow when I purchased it. It's just what they had it labeled as. And now that it's getting some more size to it and everything, I'm definitely more convinced that this is a blizzard corn snake and not a snow, which the difference is the anery gene involved. But that's fine because while this is a blizzard, the other one's a snow that I just showed you. I mean, the color spectrum is pretty far apart between the two, even though typically snows and blizzards just produce white corn snakes. So this one is going to be more of the white color. We will see a little bit of the pink in there, but that's more, I think, going to be less than what we see. I mean, obviously it's less than what we see on the other. Some of this might actually be where we're just seeing into the skin a bit. Seeing into the skin a little bit, and maybe that pink is the blood, I guess, and not necessarily just pink pigmentation. I could be wrong. It could just simply does have the pink undertones. The eyes are nice and pink there as well. Oh, we're not even on screen. I got distracted looking at a snake. I forgot I got to keep you on the screen. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I wasn't for sure if I was gonna even mess with the blizzard genes, but you know, even if I don't breed it, I still think this snake is going to be a phenomenal little snake to a phenomenal corn snake to have in the collection. Another one that is a very strong feeder. Not as strong as that other one, but you know, not everybody is going to eat that strong. That snow that I showed previous, that guy has probably the best feeding response of all these snakes. Of all the corn snakes, that is. So that is the blizzard. Okay, so up next is this little spunky little corn snake that I have, and this is a coral ghost coral ghost corn snake. This guy, girl, oh, nope, come back. This one does not like to sit still. This one's the spunkiest one of them all that I have. As far as not wanting to be held, we may just have to put him in a tub or something, and that way you guys can get a better look at him. Okay, now he's mad, so now he's just gonna sit still and try to bite, which is fine. That'll give us a shot. I'm really looking forward to, this is a girl as well, but in a way I'm almost hoping that, I haven't sexed it yet, because it's really not that important, but I would not be disappointed if this turned out to be a male, and then I just simply breed it back to that snow corn that I have, because this is the gray gene that's in the snow corns. This is not the gray gene, and I'm using layman's terms. You know, you guys know, but you know that I just like to keep it simple. But yeah, this is not the gray gene that is in the blizzard corns. So, but I really like, I really like the washed out fading that happens in the ghost corns, and then you just put a little bit of that pink color in the background of that, and man, you end up with a really nice snake. And they're actually, the colors are somewhat muted. I wouldn't be surprised if this snake goes into shed here in the next week or so, or go into blue, excuse me, because these colors are really, even in person, they're looking a little muted, and this snake is usually not, doesn't look this muted. So I'm gonna go out there and easily say that this guy is going to be shedding here pretty soon. But I mean, man, it's not in blue. We don't have blue eye cast or anything like that, so but it's definitely in the beginning stages. But yeah, this one is a very strong eater, but more so just because he tries to bite the crap out of everything, and then he just sometimes figures out that it's food, so he holds on. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this one. This one is definitely a snake that I'm happy to have picked up, and I think, like a fine wine, this thing is only going to get better with age. Well, I think these last three that I showed you are only going to get better with age. So the next corn snake that I have to show you is this gentleman right here, and he is an amelanistic or albino, red albino corn snake, and he is on the move today. Don't get caught up in the camera gear. No. Trying to keep everybody on focus is a challenge today. We have a warm spell happening today here in Ohio, so yeah, everybody's a little bit more spunky than usual. Well, that ghost corn was not. That ghost corn, that was definitely how spunky that guy is all the time. Come on, focus. You're moving too much. The camera can't focus on ya. Get him to calm down a bit. Let's just kind of wear him out. But yeah, this is your typical run-of-the-mill amelanistic corn snake, the red albino. Nice little male corn snake that I picked up because I just really like amels when it comes to corn snakes. So you know, I just gotta have one in the collection. Let go of the camera. Man, oh man. You give this guy a vertical cage to practice all this vertical climbing, and suddenly everything is a jungle gym. Like, I guess that's the drawback. But either way, I'm not disappointed in that. And if you haven't seen those videos, definitely go check them out. I'm doing a little experiment with his cage setup. And it's, it's going pretty cool, I think, anyways. Anyways, so this is going to be the last corn snake I show you. And if you're not new to the channel, you would know that I had a scaleless corn snake. And that guy had just been a problem feeder Well, that's the thing about him, was he was a problem feeder, but at the same time, though, he started out as one of my best feeders. He ate in the deli cup on the drive home from the reptile show. Now his problem is he would only eat live. So when he did eat, he ate with a gusto, like it was no problem. But there was just so many times where even if you gave him a live mouse, he just wouldn't eat. And I don't know if there was a genetic issue with him, that was something internal that I couldn't see. But yeah, I went to go feed him one day, and when I went in there, he looked fine. If you didn't know no better, you thought he was just sleeping there in the corner of in his tub there, where he liked his favorite spot to lay. But he'd passed. I'm assuming that it was something more genetic involved with him. Sometimes it just happens. Animals are just born with health issues, just like anything else. And I think that's what ultimately ended his life, or shortened his life. I didn't bother with taking it to the vet, as little as it was and everything. I just felt like, there was something there. Like I said, when he ate really well, but he didn't eat every single time I offered him food. And the only time he would actually eat it'd have to be live. He would show interest in frozen thawed, but he would never actually eat it. And I think he smells the other snakes on me. He's starting to do that little. If you've ever seen multiple corn snakes and stuff together, especially in breeding time, they do that little jerky slide, and that's what he's doing. I think he's picking up the scent of those other corn snakes. So going back to that scaleless. I've dealt with picky corns before. I've probably raised and hatched literally thousands of corn snakes over my time. I've had the picky feeders. I understand picky feeders. Usually I could, of all the snakes I had, only my first year producing baby corns did I create 2 picky eaters that I could absolutely not get to eat. So I'm familiar with it. I understand how to handle those guys. I understand how to eventually get them to eat. And like I said, that scaleless, he ate, but for whatever reason, he just would not eat every single time. So I truly believe that there was something more to it. I don't think it was anything that anybody could have picked up on without some type of full-on x-ray exam or something to that effect. So yeah, it sucks to lose the animal, but I'm confident that it wasn't anything husband related, or anything that the breeder had done, any wrongdoing on the breeder. So I'm getting at. I think it's just one of those little freak accident things that that something inside wasn't right, and it was just kind of a ticking time bomb, and it finally caught up with the snake, and it just so happened to happen while I was owning it. So yeah, that sucks. But that's part of life. You take the good with the bad, and and we just try to learn as much as we can from it, although I guess there really isn't much to learn from that. I don't believe it was anything scaleless related. I don't think it was anything like that. I think it was just the roll of the dice, and that's what that snake ended up with. But anyway, so that is the corn snakes I have. It's 4 of them. I don't know if I'll get any more anytime soon, unless I see something real flashy that catches my eye. There's a breeder that has a bunch of stuff that I'm interested in. I'm certain he might end up watching this video, and he would know, because he knows what I like, or at least potentially, because I'm always liking his Facebook photos. But yeah, so we're gonna end the video here. I just wanted to give you an update on the corn snakes. I wanted to let you guys know that my scaleless one did pass away, but the other 4 that I have are doing great. And, you know, I'll potentially maybe get back. I do eventually want to get back another scaleless, but we're going to wait and see what this year's babies hatch out and see what comes available. So, thanks for watching, and until next time.
Shut up and sit down.